Good morning, Green Group. Well, it's our last session of the week again. Do you know, they go so fast, it must be all the fun we're having. Okay, so today we're going to look at our second trigraph sound. Shall we take a look and see which one it is? Here we go. Okay, so we have an A, an I, and an R. And when we put those three letters together, we get the air sound. Air. Now, they actually also spell the word air. So A, I, and R also spells the word air, but it's the sound as well that we hear in words. Now, this is the sound that quite a lot of people confuse with yesterday's sound. Can you remember yesterday's sound? Yes, it was ear, wasn't it? And can you remember how we spelt the ear? Can you? It's an E, an A, and an R, isn't it? So this sound and ear, lots of people get confused. So do you remember yesterday when we looked at ear, we looked at thinking about the inside of an ear and remembering that it's all squiggly like an eh, so that we can remember which one was which? Well, there's a way I remember air as well. And the way I remember air is that I look at my shape of my balloon, because a balloon is full of air, isn't it? And just like ear, if we look at air and we look at that curvy shape we've got, look at that. It's a curvy shape. So I always remember, I've even got the tail on the balloon if you can see at the bottom, I always remember that if I'm looking at the air sound, it's the one that looks like the I've blown up my balloon. So it's the one that has the at the beginning because I've filled my balloon with air and there's a big curly at in the middle. And if it's the ear sound, the one we did yesterday, I think about my ear and that swirl inside my ear that reminds me that it starts with an eh, not an a. Okay, I hope that will help you. You don't have to use it, but if it helps you, that's great. Okay, so let's take a look at what we are going to be reading and writing today. So we've got our 4 words across the top of the screen. They're quite tricky today, I will say. So pause me, have a go, pop your sound buttons on. When you're ready, come back to me and see if you were able to sound the words out correctly. Right, let's have a look then, shall we? Let's look at the first one. So we've got our single sound and our trigraph. So we've got air, lair. Did you get that one? Animals can have a lair. Let's have a look at the next one. Single sound. And we've got our 2 letters together, which we know we only sound out once. So we've got air. So let's put those 2 together. Affair, affair, affair. Did you get that one? Okay, now they're getting really tricky. So we've got a few single sounds here before we've got our trigraph at the end. So air. Can't hear it from that. We need to start merging those single sounds together, don't we? So we need to go eclair, eclair, eclair. I like eclairs. I would imagine you like them too. They're very tasty. Okay, let's look at the longest one that we've got. We've got lots of single sounds here. And then we've got our trigraph at the end. So, air. Can't hear it because I'm not going fast enough, so I need to put some of them together. So I'm going to try these first 3. I'm going to go despair. Despair. Did you get that one? If you got that one, well done, because that's quite a long word with lots of sounds to hear. So amazing. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the spelling section. And as usual, we've got our words to spell. Get yourself a pen and paper. I'll say a word, write it down, come back to me when you're ready. So the first word is fair. Fair. So how did you do with fair? Let's have a look. So we've got air for fair. Okay, the next word is chair. Try that one. And how did we do with chair? Let's look. So we've got chair. There's our chair. Okay, so the next one is flare. Now, flair means to be good at something, to have a flair for something. Let's have a look. So we've got air, flare. And the last one, which is the trickiest one, is repair. Repair. Try that one. Right, so how do we do with repair? Let's have a look. So we've got repair. Repair. Well done if you spelt that one correctly. That's lots of sounds to hear again. Okay, we have a monster again today. Now, the monster obviously has a name that doesn't really exist. It's just for him, okay? So today's monster name is Daredoog. Daredoog. Can you try and write Daredoog? All right, so how did we do with Daredoog? So capital D because it's a name. Oog. So ooh, Daredoog. How did you do? Did you get that one right? Did you write your D the correct way around? Sometimes we get our D's and our B's a little bit muddled up, don't we? Remember, our D is the dog, the curly part with the tail. The dog with the tail. So did you get your D the right way around? Well done if you did. Okay, so let's take a look at today's activity. And it's a fairly simple one today. What we have to do today is we have to read the phrases that are written on the screen and then draw the pictures that go with the phrases. So we have our air sound in these words today, but can you read them and draw some pictures? Okay, I'll see you again next week. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.